Are you looking for a fantastic portable power station to power your overlanding and boondocking adventures? Well, today I want to share the power station that worked really well for me, the Jackery Explorer 1000. So Jackery is a brand that is pretty well known. They've been around since 2012 with a mission to provide green energy for people everywhere. In 2016, they launched their first portable power station, and today they have a wide variety of different types of power stations. So there are smaller ones that can just work to charge your phones and small appliances and don't have quite as much power. And then there are really big ones that could fuel and, well, that could power an RV. So you really can pick what fits your needs. For me personally, I wanted a power station that was reliable, that was portable, so size and weight really did matter to me, but that was powerful enough to take care of running an electric cooler like what it's sitting on right here. And then do all the small little things. So provide some light sources, recharge my phone, that kind of thing. So the Jackery Explorer 1000 weighs in at 22 pounds and, as you can see, is a pretty nice compact size. So it takes a little bit to lift it up. It's not super light, but you can carry it around and put it where you need it. Very durable. So I did take this on my 2-month road trip up to Alaska, and it also came with when I went out east to Acadia and Nova Scotia and some of those areas. And it's withstood everything really, really well, even though for a large chunk of those trips it was bouncing around in the back of a pickup truck over some rough dirt roads. So I've been really happy with the durability. It's been very reliable for me, and it has done a great job of powering this cooler. Now, the Jackery Explorer 1000 is like it sounds. It provides just about 1,000 watt-hours of usage. So how long it lasts after it's fully charged up really depends on what you're powering with it. I mostly just ran this cooler off of it, and the cooler takes between 45 to 60 watts while it's running, and then it's not always running constantly. So the Jackery would power it for 2 to 3 days in Alaska. Alaska temperatures aren't super hot. Hi, Glia. Got a dog joining us for the review. So Alaska temperatures aren't super hot. If we were in a warmer climate, it might not last quite as long if the cooler was running a little bit faster. It would take about 7% of the power of the Jackery to make a cup of coffee with the little coffee maker I brought along, but that one drew about 500 watts per hour, so it took about 7% of the power on this to make a cup of coffee. The Jackery Explorer comes with several different features. So on the front of it, you can see that there's a lot of different plugs. You've got 3 kind of standard wall outlets like so. Then there's a USB-C, 2 USB-Cs, and 2 regular USBs. You've got the car charging port, and then you can recharge this here. This is an input to recharge it. This one's a hookup for solar, and then this one is the hookup that the wall or car charger port will go into. And then it has a little extra feature on the side. You have a little light that'll turn on and off if you need it, if you're traveling dark. Right now, I don't have it powered all the way up. I was using it to run the cooler for a little bit, but there's a nice display that shows you how much battery power you have left and how much watt hours are being used or inputted. The Jackery does come with all the power cords that you will need to charge it right on up. So it comes in a nice little carrying case. Got the instruction manual still in there. So you can see the adapter for solar power, and then kind of a standard car outlet charger. So again, that one would plug in just right there. And then you've got a wall outlet brick. So wall outlet, and that one plugs and plays there as well. When I'm home, I charge it with the wall outlet. On the road, I use a combination. So I have a Toyota Tacoma truck that does have an outlet in the bed of the truck, and I was really hoping to just leave the Jackery in the bed of my truck and recharge it that way. But when the truck is idling, it gives off 400 watts. When the truck is running, it only gives off 100 watts. And this draws over 100 watts when it is charging. So I was unable to charge it while the truck ran, and instead I just bring it up to the cab of the truck and charge it with the carport. Takes a little bit longer that way, but you can get it charged up. So I'm gonna plug it into the wall here while we talk, and then I'm also gonna go through kind of how long it takes to charge and things like that. it's plugged into the wall, and you can see now that it's starting to draw some power, and it's at about 144 watts drawing it from the wall. Per Jackery's website, it takes about 8 hours to charge it via solar, 7 hours via a wall charger like it's in right now, or about 14 hours via your car charger. So when I was on the road to Alaska, I would charge it every day so that I didn't get completely to zero, so that while I was driving 5 or 6 hours to my destinations, I had it fully topped back up, and then I would put it back in the bed of the truck to charge the cooler overnight. And then during the day while I drove, I'd plug the cooler into that wall outlet in the back of my Tacoma so that it was still getting power, because the cooler draws less than the 100 watts. So that solution worked out pretty well for me. I talked a little bit about how long it would run the cooler for, but Jackery's website does give some other examples. So just in case you were curious, it says that it will run a blender for about 2.5 hours. It will run a standard coffee maker for 1.5 hours. It'll do a kettle for about 1 hour. It'll easily recharge your phones. It's a really nice unit. When I was choosing it, I did a lot of research online to compare it to other portable power stations, and I can't tell you that this one is specifically so much better than the others. It is just a little bit more portable and compact compared to some of the other portable power stations that I was seeing at the same size and power unit. I would love to at some point do like a direct side-by-side comparison of different types of portable power stations, but at this point I just want to let you know that the Jackery Explorer has been a fantastic addition to my truck camper, and it is what I'm planning on using predominantly to continue to power my truck camper as I get the interior build out done. And then interior build out videos are going to start coming very soon. We've been working on starting some of the foam cutting to make the seats inside of it. And then I will get working on adding solar panels and things like that to the top of the truck camper. Alternatively, some people have wired that outlet in the bed of their pickup truck to be able to stay on and run something like a Jackery through it, but I'd really like to get some solar panels up there, and then those can plug into this Jackery here, and then I'll have plenty of power for all of my overlanding adventures. If you have any questions about the Jackery 1000, feel free to leave any comments below, but this is just a quick what I'm using for my power source inside of the truck camper. And of course, if any of you have other solutions that you think are working fantastic for your own truck camper setups, let me know. All right, thanks for watching.